Footy is back, and Max
Footy.
Gawn with us this morning, Marty.
Oh, good morning, Max. Lovely to see you.
Thank you for having me. That audio, I do like Basil Zemplis announcing me as Premiership captain. I never thought that would happen.
No.
That just rings in my ears.
Because it was Basil or because you were captain?
Both.
Basil. We've got a song for you here just to remind you of the good times.
Ahead of Saturday.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
It really
Ahead
is
of
a great song.
Saturday.
Is this your new pump-up song?
This song, to be fair, a lot of teams play this song when they win.
Yeah.
And we were one of them.
Yeah.
It might have got the team we're playing a little bit grumpy last time we played it, but it is a really good song.
Yeah.
Who's in charge of pre-game music in your camp?
It tends to go to a millennial.
Yeah. And it's a
Which
bit,
technically I am, but I'm in the older category. So
what are we talking? Drake? Who are they rolling out?
Drake.
Drake's probably not really. There's a guy named Fred again that apparently
Oh,
is
Fred
yes.
again?
all the rage at the
Don't
moment.
know him.
Yeah,
Did the forum recently?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't think he'd come on this network. Is my gut
No.
feel.
Oh, yeah, you'd be right.
Yeah.
Unless he's in Cold Chisel. Which he could be. Fred
Could
again.
be.
Yeah, because I remember sort of going down into the rooms for a pre-game with St Kilda and the music was awful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 50, but I was sort of sitting there going, is this motivating or what is this?
Yeah,
Is
because
this-
you're in charge of our music
I'm,
pump-up.
I'm pre-show
pre-show.
music here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked one of the young guys if Eminem's on their pump up playlist anymore, and they don't even know who Eminem is.
They don't even know who he
So
is.
Lose Yourself is not even like a pump up song.
Not a
anymore.
thing.
No, that's
No.
not right.
Well, that was 20 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Lose Yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
some of these kids are 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
I don't
know.
like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what happens when you get older, mate. Melbourne v Western Bulldogs Saturday night. It's a while to wait, and no doubt a man of your sort of experience hasn't played the game in your mind as yet, if at all. 4 premiership stars not expected to play. Christian Salem, thyroid.
Yeah, I think it's a gland in your neck.
Yeah, I think
I
it
probably
is.
should know more.
You know,
It is.
guys, when their eyes, they're
Yeah.
bug-eyed guys.
Oh.
Jack Viney with a knee.
Yes, he was close, I think, but obviously not.
Bailey Fritsch with a foot.
Yeah, he's been our leading goal kicker the last 3 years, so we got to find some goals.
And beautiful hair.
Yes.
Stephen May with a calf also in doubt.
In doubt. I think he's got a couple of days to prove his fitness. That's the glad we're playing Saturday night and not Wednesday.
How late do you let those guys go?
He's a star, so he could probably have all the way up to the final siren. Probably not the final siren, maybe the starting siren.
The warm-up.
Yeah, the warm up. I reckon he'll get a good chance to prove his fitness.
Yeah. Given the tools in the Bulldogs forward line, do you take a risk with someone like Stephen May, even if he's 50-50?
Yeah, look, I mean, round one probably is the only game where a footballer is actually playing at 100%. It's probably the
Yeah.
only time they do. So this would be a pretty regular thing if it was during the year. The fact that it's round one just makes it like people are going, why would you be injured going into a round one game? So look, he'll have 3 days now. What is it, 2.5 days to prove his fitness before the Dogs, and we probably do need him because they do have 4 tall forwards apparently.
Judd McVie and Bailey Laurie are going to play their first games.
Yeah, the good stories. Judd McVie, rookie list from Country WA, and Bailey Laurie. You can have a little guess at what his nickname would be with the last name Laurie.
Oh,
Famous cricketer, Bill Laurie.
Bill Laurie.
Oh,
I was thinking
yeah.
Hugh from House.
yeah. No, I was thinking front end load. Or something.
I was thinking a truck.
So surely they're not going to call him front end.
Can I?
Yeah.
Brody Grundy and Lockie Hunter set to play their first games.
Yes, Brody. It's been talked about for almost every single time I've done some sort of media. Brody has been asked.
They're calling you Grandy.
Calling us Grand. It's better than Tap Brothers. Tap Brothers really got smashed into the ground, I think. And Lockie against his old team. It's a good.
Yeah.
I mean,
It'll be fun.
I've been Melbourne my whole career, and hopefully we'll finish there. But to play your old side, I'm guessing that you'll play that game heaps. But to have him first game of the season, that's pretty handy for him.
Fox Footy predictions. Here's a bit of fun. 24 of 25 pundits predict Melbourne will play finals. I think that's fair. 13 of 25 believe that they'll be the premiers. And 8 out of 24 think Clayton Oliver will win the Brownlow.
8 out of 24.
8.
The
That's-
most. That's
yeah.
the most out of any player.
Well, he's come second and fourth, I think, in the last
Yeah.
2 years. I could be making that up. Probably am.
No,
Sounds
that's
about
okay.
right.
Just, no one will know. Just keep talking.
And I mean, the year we won the flag, no one, I think 5 of those 24 would have tipped us to even play finals. So how much can you look into that? I think
It's a bit of fun, isn't it?
personally, if I was doing my own predictions, Geelong and Brisbane would probably be the two you'd be tipping outside of your own club. So, it's going to be, there's 10 teams, 11 teams that have probably been picked for that top 8. So
And North included, probably.
North included. It certainly is a tight year.
We've got a present for you, actually.
What have we got?
William's got a present here for you.
The wonderful people at Uncle Rico sent in these jackets that Lauren and I are wearing, and then
Wow.
someone spotted them, and the same guy said, we have to get Max one.
And here it is. It's a wonderful VB racing jacket.
You're part of our
Thank
club
you.
now.
It's a little bit different to, like, we've just signed Penfolds Grange.
Oh, slightly.
So it's slightly off brand, but
Yeah,
Slightly
it might
off
affect
brand.
sponsors.
There you
Might
go.
be a bit small.
And a big shout out to the wonderful people at Penfolds Grange.
Yes.
Have they given you
Yeah.
a bottle from your birth year?
I've got one already, but
Have
they
you?
not. Yeah, I was gifted that for my 18th or 21st or something.
What do you reckon that's worth now? What year was that?
I haven't looked into that.
Let's Google it.
I've also got my draft year, which is 2009, and also got the premiership year, 2021.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Mr. Penfold.
$8,000 worth of red wine. Mr. Penfold, indeed. Lucky they're a sponsor. Let's talk through the round while William finds out how much your red wine collection.
1991 vintage.
How much is the 91?
It ranges, but
Yeah.
it looks like about $3.5 US grand.
Okay, that's good.
Grand.
Nice.
Grand.
The good thing is they're all gifts as well. I didn't buy one. Of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I mean, that's
profit.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Richmond Carlton tonight to kick off 7:20 at the MCG. Who do you like? A lot of people are saying Carlton.
Yeah. Carlton, I feel for them. Like, it's an unbelievable season opener and has been for years, but Richmond have been good. So Carlton have always been starting the year 0-1, which is a hard place to start. But now it looks like it's starting to turn. I've still got Richmond in my top 4.
Yep.
So I still think they'll be good, but Carlton are in the top 8. So it'll be a good battle. I'm tipping Richmond for those playing at home.
Right.
Yeah, nice. North, West Coast. I mean, North for mine, and for good reason. West Coast are awful.
I don't mind 17th playing 18 to start off the year.
I like it.
When
Yeah.
we were 18 for a lot of my time in my early career, we like come up against Geelong and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
no, give us
that's cruel.
give us someone who's around us.
Yeah, no, that'll be good. I'm expecting North to get over the line there. And then, of course, you are taking on the Bulldogs 7:25 Saturday night. Well, we're assuming it's a win for Melbourne.
I mean, I'm tipping D's. It'd be tough to tip against us as
Yeah.
the captain.
Yeah, very tough, I would have thought.
Yep. And hopefully, yeah. I mean, they've been belters of games the last 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Obviously, the grand final was one of them that we managed to get a good fourth quarter in and blow the score up. But the other 4 games that are in the last 2 years have been almost the last kick.
Geelong Collingwood will be belter tomorrow night, 7:40.
Yeah, their last game, if you remember, obviously they played the final, but then there was the one where Collingwood would always come back from 40 points at half time.
Yeah.
That was the only time where they were up by 40 points and Geelong came back to
That's
win.
right.
And Ginnivan and Selwood had those words. It was ages ago. but
Yeah.
I'm tipping Collingwood.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Why,
For no
are you
reason.
surprised by that? I think Collingwood.
Geelong got beat by Brizzy in that Pracky game. I know you don't look into Pracky games too much,
Yeah.
but it was like 60 points.
Yeah. Blowout on a greasy night up in Brisbane, though.
No Hawk, no
No
Selwood.
Hawk, no Cameron.
Yeah.
So
I don't know,
Collingwood,
Ra-
yes.
Reigning premiers, it's hard to back against them. But
Okay.
yeah, these two, they, as you said, great rivalry. That final was a gripping game.
Yeah,
it
that's
really was.
That's going to be a good little rivalry for the next few years, I think.
Port Brisbane.
It's a good game as well. These guys played round 1 last year. It must be a thing now. Port play Brisbane round 1. We've got Brizzy next week. Speaking of a fixture, a little nightmare. It's the same exact time slot as Dolphins play Broncos.
Oh,
no.
that's bad.
Which, yeah, so
scheduling.
there's probably not many people rocking up. Well, there probably will be still people coming to Gabba, but
There'll still be
yeah,
AFL
I
guys.
kind of want to go to Dolphins Broncos.
Yeah, that'll be a good game of footy. Is that
Yeah.
Suncorp? Is that down on the Gold Coast?
I imagine it would be sunk. They would want the first derby to be at the.
Where did
biggest
the
stadium.
Dolphins play? They play at Redcliffe?
Yeah, that will. They
It's a mixture, I think.
they
Yeah.
dropped the Redcliffe moniker, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think they wanted to be more of a Queensland team, but
Dolphins.
yeah.
I'm not here as the NRL
No,
correspondent.
No, you're not. Let's keep moving.
Um,
Speaking of the Gold Coast, though, Gold Coast Sydney Saturday.
That's going to be a good game as well. Actually, Gold Coast have got not the wood, but they play well over Sydney, and it's
Yeah.
at home. So,
Are you tipping the
Sydney.
Gold
No, I'll
Coast?
tip Sydney, but
Yeah, jeez, I wonder what you were doing then.
that'll be closer than what people think.
Sunday football, GWS versus Adelaide in Adelaide.
I'm presuming in GWS.
No, it's in Sydney.
It's in Sydney, is it?
Yeah, the first team's normally the home team.
Yeah, good call.
I'll go Giants, even though there's a lot of talk around the Crows at the moment. I don't know. There's some noise going out of South Australia that they're on fire, and they do have our old fitness boss, Darren Burgess, there. So they probably are pretty fit.
St Kilda Freo close out the round.
The Ross Lyon Cup.
Yeah.
The Ross Lyon Cup.
Yeah. These guys actually, fun fact, famously the siren in Tasmania.
Yeah.
That was this game where they didn't hear
Oh,
it.
that's
and
right.
they
Chris Connolly.
Yeah,
Chris
that's
Connolly.
right.
Saints.
Saints and Saints got a lot out from memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Really
lot.
struggling.
But they play Marvel pretty well. So,
Mm.
and then the what's the other one? Hawks Bombers. Line in the
Hawks.
Sand.
Line
Yeah.
in the sand. Hawks Bombers.
I think that's a Bombers win.
People are saying Hawthorn could win the spoon.
Yeah, they're very young. I was watching their game the other day and I didn't know too many players that popped up. Then the memorable faces of like Jago Mira, Tom Mitchell, Liam Shields, these sort of guys. It was,
Gunston.
it was Guns. It was like Luke Bruce, and then there was a pretty big drop off to some 25-year-olds, and then some young guys. But their young guys are talented. They got a kid called Will Day who's going through the midfield. He's going to be a good player.
Beautiful. Well, have fun Saturday night. Be great to beat the Bulldogs.
It will be.
It will be.
It'll make it good coming in next week.
Absolutely.
We'll talk our hype around the Brisbane game because
Yes.
we've got to get some hype because everyone's going to the Dolphins.
Thank
Max
you, Max.
Gawn, thanks for joining us this morning on the Marty Sheargold Show.